The deadline in this sector for voluntary presentation at the experimental center is 6 o'clock.
You're supposed to be an artist. Use your imagination.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm all out.
What's happening, everybody? Another Tuesday. Think about a radio straight from the streets. Can you dig it? I've missed doing these shows, and I sure you guys miss hearing these shows. I got my heavy hitter with me tonight, -1, but I got Mr. Brandon Whiiting, owner of Bees Moving Company, motivational speaker extraordinaire, and just an all-around cool brother. What's happening, my man? How you doing?
Oh man, it's all good, bro. Just maintaining, man, and trying to keep my head above, but at the same time trying to elevate.
I can dig it. I can dig it. That's all you can do, man. That's all. Y'all forgive that beeping that's coming in. I had these lines on Do Not Disturb, but it's being disturbed for whatever reason. But that's okay, because we going to keep it moving, and we going to keep pursuing excellence. Can you dig it?
Sure.
Yeah, they hung up. They heard me talking about him. Get off my line. Get off my line. Man, I thank you guys very much, though, man, for everything. I thank all the fans out there, all the listeners, everybody that's commenting on the show, just giving ideas about what they would like to hear on the show, the feedback about what they think about the shows. I mean, all the guests that's been on the shows, all the hosts that's been on the show, help me out. Just everybody, man. I just thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And give yourselves a round of applause. Fans, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. White, how are you been, my brother? How have you been?
Hey, man, I'm blessed, bro. You know what I mean? A lot of introspection, you know what I mean? Just thinking about a lot of things about life and, you know, just striving to get better and seeing what I'm going to do to leave my mark, you know?
Yes, sir.
Leave my mark on in this world, brother. So just keep pushing like your motto, you know.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just looking forward to new ventures and doing new things. I've been talking to a few people that I've met, you know, friends and families, and, you know, trying to get some stuff going along with what we always talk about as well. So, yes, sir. We got some great things coming.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Give the people your contact information so you can have some great moving going, too. Since we talking about going, since they're going somewhere else than where they currently are, help them out.
Most definitely, man. I thank and I appreciate, man. You know, I had a few customers, you know, who was trying to hit me up for some, for some work. I got to be careful when you say work, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What kind of work? Work these days, yeah. What kind of work? You know, the moving company work.
Yes, sir.
But, you know, I've been, you know, going out of town. I've been doing a little traveling. Like I say, this time I've been really, you know, going to spend time with my family and a lot of my spiritual brothers as well. So I had to put that first, and they just called me at the times that I was, you know, had devoted myself to something else. But Bees Moving, you know, I'm always ready, you know, and nothing's too small and nothing too big. Man, you know, if you need your stuff moved right, I promise you, it's a guarantee that I'm going to move your stuff right, and I ain't going to charge you no arm and a leg neither. It's going to be a reasonable price, and I'm going to work with you. So just hit me up, man. Send me a inbox. A few people send me inboxes, you know, on my Facebook.
Solid.
And my number is 281-966-6624. You can hit me up like that, and I guarantee you, man, you're gonna get your stuff done right.
That's what it's about.
Expertise.
That's what it's about,
yes,
man.
Yes, sir. And appreciate it, man, for letting me promote that too.
Man, dude, that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about, man. We gotta stop growing sideways and start growing vertical. Can you dig it? Right? So we got to start making these alliances and having these conversations and networking and making effective networking, right? Not to where, you know, we're looking down on nobody else because we got this or we got that or thinking about this or thinking about that. No, it's all about we putting it all in a pot and let's all eat if you want to, right? And let's make it a collective effort because, again, that's what this thing's about, man. Teamwork will make the dream work.
Yeah, teamwork will make the dream work, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Man, tonight, I want to talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness, right? We talk about when someone offends you or does something harmful to you or just does something to make you just feel some kind of way, right? Where forgiveness has to take place.
Right.
And I wanted to expound on that and basically say that from my perspective is that forgiveness isn't about the person that caused the offense or that caused, any kind of aggravation. I truly believe that forgiveness is for you, right?
Right. Most definitely.
For you can heal and you can begin to move forward, because say if that person that made the offense is a family member and you can't get away from them and you still have to see them. Mm-hmm. How you going to act?
Right.
You laughing and grinning and joking and playing dominoes and having a great time, and as soon as they walk in the door?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
What's wrong with you? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with me. Obviously, your attitude has changed, right? So you can't get away from your family, right?
Right.
Or as a spouse or a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, right? How are you going to act? You know? So,
exactly.
And I definitely want to have the wisdom of a good brother like yourself. And again, appreciate you for being on the show. And I love these Straight from the Street shows. And wanted to just expound on that for a few minutes, man.
Right on, man. It's ironic that that you give me. We always get these topics.
Yeah, tell the people how I give it to you.
Right, man. This brother. I'm gonna tell you. This brother give us topics like the day that we're going to speak on it. So, so we got to be on our toes. We got to do our homework. But see, it comes natural because it lets you know that we kind of always, discussing these things anyway. And that's good because, you don't need no scribble. You can go out top of the dome. That means you're going to give us a thought anyway.
It's from your heart.
So most of our topics is about life. So I love it, brother. I love how you do
Solid.
it. But, man, forgiveness is it's something that you mentioned this because, I study the religion of Islam, and I respect everybody's religion, not just because I study this religion. I embrace everybody's religion because they all basically teach the same thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The same tenets, just different rituals. But I want to say, I want to start from the Bible. Then I want to kind of go about the Quran as well. The Bible says, "How can you say you love God, who you can't see, but you don't love your fellow man, who you see every day?" And I mentioned this one time. They allowed me to make a comment. You know how they do comments in church?
Yeah.
And that's something that just came to my mind. How can you say you love God, who you can't see, but you don't love your brother, who you see every day?
Every day.
And I want to talk about. We've been fasting this month of Ramadan, so a lot of times it's kind of been interrupted. Thanks to Brother Sheldon for working with us with this. Man. But I want to say that we fast 30 days, and they say it takes 30 days to break a habit or some habits. And each day, it's broke down in 10s, 20, and 30. 10 days each month, and they represent something. Right. And the first 10 days are forgiveness. That's why I'm saying what you're saying is, the topic that you gave me falls right into that, man.
Right on time.
And so the first 10 days was supposed to be for forgiveness. And man, I've seen this a lot, brother. When you say about families, man, I've been a peacemaker a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I see a lot of it. And we'll talk something, about not going 3 days, excuse me, without speaking to your, without speaking to your brother or your sister.
Dude, hold on, man. That's the first. Yeah. No one's ever sneezed on the show.
Right. So
Go ahead, man. Make your point.
Yeah. But sorry, man.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
It's a sensitive when you going through all these, 30-day changes with your body, it's psychological, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But,
definitely.
Man, it says we shouldn't go 3 days without speaking or trying to make amends. So why does it say that? Because animosity builds up. You know, the longer that you stay mad at each other, that creates the psychological space. You know, it creates that wedge, you know, like what you were saying. Then when you do see each other, even at a special gathering, because you're going to eventually see each other, then you're gonna be feeling some type of way.
It's awkward.
So it's awkward, like you said. Then here come the fake smiles or fake handshakes or whatever, you know, if you haven't really actually dealt with the issue at hand.
Yep.
So, you know, to me, that means that's preventative for me not to go too long, you know, and that's a cost it's really about. Don't go that longer than 3 days. 3 is it's just symbolic, you know what I mean? It ain't got to be 3, but it's just symbolic. Like, don't go that many days without speaking to each other. But what it makes me think about 3, I'm just thinking out loud when I'm talking to you now. Man is made up of 3: mental, spiritual, and physical, right?
Right.
Bro, so just think about it. When you don't, I'm just tying this together. When you don't, if I don't talk to Sheldon and we have a falling out, that's going to affect me all those ways. It's going to affect me on all those levels. It's going to affect me physically. You know what I mean? Because it's my heart, right? If I really say I love you, you know, it ain't going to sit well with me. You know what I mean? It's going to affect me mentally because I'm going to be thinking about it. And somebody going to bring it my attention. Man, you and Sheldon used to be tight, man. What's up? Man, with that brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be some kind of explanation.
And the longer it goes, the more negative stuff you'll have to say.
The more negative stuff. You know what I mean? So, again, and most people, we do that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Instead of, you know, if we have breakups or whatever, you know, it's always the other person's at fault, you know? So, and it also, to go a little deeper, brother, and then it say, if you go longer than that, if you go a year, right, without making amends, they say it's like you shed the blood of your brother or sister. Now think about that. Now that's on a whole nother level, because if you really love somebody, especially somebody you really say you close to, you don't want to hurt your brother, especially not killing them or drawing no blood. That's not what you want to do. We ain't talking about getting drunk at family reunions and acting a fool. You know, you under some drink or whatever. But we talking about true love, unadulterated love. So he said it's like shedding their blood, and that brings me back again to the point of how could you say you love God if you can't see Him, but you don't love your brother or your sister, whether they spiritual and family, that you see every day? That's a problem, brother.
Oh,
if that don't bother you, that don't prick your conscience, and that don't bother you, then you are losing touch with your humanity.
But
you know what I mean?
If you're not of the spirit though, and not understanding things of the spirit though, it won't touch your humanity. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because things of the spirit, they're crazy to people who's not seeing that. Think about it, man. You got all these different religions, right? All these beliefs and all that, and you got a lot of people out there saying, "Oh, that's crazy. That's not true. You're not supposed to do that.
Right.
You're not supposed to do this.
Right.
That's not." You know, so everybody has their own way of doing what they feel, right?
Right.
Is right to them.
Right. But you know, when you know, and you said this before. You said when people get mad, all they think about is how something affecting them or whatever. You know, and that's a natural urge to get mad. But see, the true restraint or discipline comes when it's to the point where I'm mad, but certain stuff I can control myself not to say certain things to Sheldon. You understand what I'm saying? Really under the belt.
Right.
See, that's the true or the highest form of when you striving to better yourself as a human being. I ain't gonna attack this brother just because we don't see eye to eye. I'm not gonna attack his character.
Right.
Try to pull him down. You know. And
we do a lot of that too often because we think about it. If you're connected with someone and you're close to them or just cool with them, whatever, you're having conversations that person may not be having with someone else, right? So if you say things that you know that's harmful to that person, you intentionally meant to do that. You know,
right.
Because, you know, somebody came to somebody, man, you know, hey, man, I don't like when people call me short. What's up, shorty? What's up, little man? You know, man?
Yeah.